Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
torture
torture
you
you
today
today
with
with
poetry.
poetry. Sorry. We're gonna be doing a project on one of Mr. Galloway's favorite styles of art, which is called SUMI-E. SUMI-E art is beautiful. It's a Japanese form of painting with ink that actually the name Sumi-E means black ink. And you've probably seen art like this before because it's like just one of the most iconic styles to come out of Japan. A lot of video games use it, a lot of movies use it. There's just artwork everywhere that uses it. But you might have seen Kubo and the Three Strings. There's a whole Sumi-E part on that. There's a new Pokemon game coming out. You might have seen the trailer for Pokemon Arceus that has this style of art in the intro. A bunch of video games do, like Legend of Zelda has it in background art. So, this art is everywhere, and we're going to try to make some of our own. But first, to get ready, we're going to do a poem to go along with it. You might not know this, but Mr. Galloway loves writing. I know that sounds kind of boring, but I love writing stories. I love writing poems. I think it's another creative way you can express yourself. And I thought it'd be fun if we wrote a poem, much like Sumi-E artists do, that we can then kind of weave into our painting. So this is going to be a poem mixed with a painting, all smooshed together, and we're going to go over it, and it's going to be epic. So I hope you come along with me and do this. So the kind of poem we're going to write today is called a haiku. You have probably heard of haikus before because it's a very popular form of poetry, but some people call haikus 5 7 5s because that is the form that this poem takes. It's 3 lines, and the 5 7 5 is very important to it because that will help you know how to write it. It's kind of like a puzzle, and you're fitting in little pieces. So if you know what a syllable is in a word. A syllable is kind of like the beat in a word. Like Mr. Galloway has 3 syllables. I said that wrong. Galloway has 3 syllables. Galloway. Mr. Galloway has 5 syllables. Mr. Galloway. So it's like the beats in the words that you say. Okay? And that is important because the reason it is known as a 5 7 5 is because there are 3 lines and each one has that many syllables, that many beats. So the first line has 5 beats. The second line has 7 beats. And the third line has 5 beats. That's why I said this is like a little puzzle. You're trying to make a thought that fits into this form. I think it's fun. If you're already bored, I get it, but stick with me. This is cool. So let's say, Mr. Galloway, I'm going to make something up. I don't know. Let's say I was walking through the woods and I saw a cat and it pounced at a mouse and the mouse ran away. That could be a cool little moment I would want to paint a picture of and maybe write a poem about. So I want to try to fit that thought into this puzzle. I just thought of it now, so I might not be able to do it perfectly, but let's see. A cat in the woods. That's perfect. A cat in the woods. Now that's 5 words. It's also 5 syllables because every word is 1 beat. So that's just kind of an unusual way to do it. But that's so a cat in the woods. 1 syllable, 2 syllable, 3 syllable, 4 syllable, 5 syllable. A cat in the woods. Second line. Now it's not a complete sentence. That's okay. It's lines. They're not sentences. So a cat in the woods. It can spill into the next line. Pounces on a little mouse. What? I just thought of that. Pounces on a little mouse. Perfect. 7. So I'm going to go pounces on a little mouse. Pounces on a little mouse. 7, 5, 7. A cat in the woods pounces on a little mouse. Now I need a way to finish this in 5 syllables about the mouse ran away. That would work, but that's kind of boring. The mouse ran away. That works. I could do that, but I want it to be a little more interesting. So, no dinner for. I want no dinner. No kitty dinner. No kitty dinner. No dinner for cat. Ooh, that's good. So I'm gonna say no dinner for cat. So that'll be the end of my poem. It's not like a total complete sentence. It's kind of a line of thoughts. It's kind of a stream of consciousness, it's called. But it's really cool how you can tell a little story in this little short form, and it kind of sounds poetic. So, 1, no dinner for cat. Or I could, maybe him, no dinner for him, but, well, then you don't know if I'm talking about the mouse or the cat. So, after you've written your haiku, you have to read it in a very serious voice to sound, like, important and pretentious. So, I'm going to read it now. A cat in the woods pounces on a little mouse. No dinner for cat. So, I would love to see you guys write some kind of haiku. Most of the time, haikus and SUMI-E paintings would be about something from nature. It could be about plants or mountains or water or river. Spring break is coming up. It's a great time to get outside and be inspired to think about a cool subject for a painting. So while you're getting ready for spring break, think about maybe a way you want to go with this poem. And we're going to take a poem, turn it into a painting, smoosh it all together. It's going to be epic. I hope you have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Remember, 575 syllables. Those are the beats. You can do it. I believe in you. We just did writing for art. Are you mad at me? Do you forgive me? Here. You can have these. Next time.